All right, dear participants, I hope you are enjoying our conference and you have gained so many insights from different speakers. And let's move on now to our next speaker, Ms. Majda Moumni, who is the Managing Director of OCP Solutions. I will introduce her to you for people who don't know her. So Majda Moumni holds an engineering degree from École Centrale de Paris. Since 2012, she held several responsibilities with marketing, sales, and business development at OCP Group. In 2020, she joined UM6P and established the advisory practice of the Africa Business School on sustainability, finance, strategy, and digital. She has also served at the office of the chairman and CEO of OCP. And last and not least, and this is very important because she is very engaged with civil society, Ms. Majda Moumni is a board member and serves as the vice president of the Alumni Association for Economic Development. And today, she will be talking about a very important subject that lies at the center of the theme of our conference. To share with us her insights about innovation in the age of AI. Ms. Majda, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Professor Khalid, and thank you to the whole committee organizing this conference. This is a great opportunity to create thought leadership and inspiration and increase awareness in regards to AI, which is very, very important for the development of Morocco and gaining visibility worldwide, attracting talents around the topic. Thank you again for also choosing a very critical topic, which is innovation. So when it comes to innovation, AI, and sustainability, I think those are the most critical topics for the future of our planet, our kids. And it's very important that the choice that we do today are the most thoughtful so that we build a better future. In regards to this, I wanted to tackle this topic from my personal perspective in regards that I have an experience on the corporate world and also educational from also the educational perspective. So I will be sharing with you in my presentation a use case from the corporate perspective and company perspective to see how AI and innovation can be whether critical or also levers of advancement, growth, and transformation. And also we'll be seeing another use case that is related to Morocco. And I wanted to seize the opportunity since it's MoroccoAI organizing this conference to see how Morocco can leverage AI to enhance its economic development, whether for our the people that are from Morocco joining the conference, also to increase awareness and knowledge about some topics that are undergoing in Morocco for the people that are joining us worldwide. So if you're okay, I'll be sharing my presentation.
Yes, please.
Okay. It's okay on my side. Is it okay on yours?
Yes, all good.
Amazing. Okay. So I just want to get to our attention to something very important, is that there has been a tremendous innovation and research in AI in the last 15 years, and we see here that on the academic topic, the number of publications is increasing, but also from my experience and the corporate world and organizations experience, AI and machine learning used to be a niche market where it used to be discussed from a technical perspective with a limited audience. In the 4 recent years, especially with the launch of ChatGPT and other LLMs, it has been kind of democratized, and it started with kind of a buzzword with everyone raising more attention and awareness to it. And today we feel that the awareness regarding AI and how it can be leveraged inside companies, how it can be further adopted and transform all the departments and all an industry. This awareness is increasing, and therefore there is kind of a race to attract talents and capabilities. So today, AI is a topic that needs to be addressed at the strategic committee of any company, and it needs to be seen also as an enabler to transform the company, its processes, its business model, and also create a competitive advantage of the company. It's not only a matter of a technology, but it can be used also to enhance the innovative capabilities of the company and also shape the transformation of the company and further also accelerate its digital transformation if there is, of course, some lack in there. I want to share with you this study that kind of ranks the advancement of AI within several sectors, and we see that not all sectors are leveraging AI at the same speed. And within the same industry, of course, we'll be seeing some companies that are lagging compared to others, some companies that are more successful, and also we'll be seeing also competition coming from external players to a same industry. So there is a race, there is a matter of speed, and this I think that this is a word that we hear a lot, and if not, we need to hear it more. And we need also to stress out that when it comes to innovation and also to AI, there are some kind of awareness to raise that today, whether we innovate or we die as a company. So those are very, very critical topics. There is a fierce competition, as I said, coming from within the company, from other players that are using new innovation and technologies, and also disruption that is coming from external players. As we've seen today, of course, Airbnb 15 years ago or Uber, they were just small newcomers to some established sectors, and they have been able to completely disrupt them and to create new markets, to new rules for the markets. And here, for instance, I give the example of Google or IBM, who are players for technology and digital. But for instance, today, they are gaining more interest and developing new technologies and new insights for the agriculture sector, which doesn't look like to be a natural sector to them. So today, the success of any company or any sector lies in the speed of adapting to the new technologies, integrating them, and scaling them. And I would like to stress out that there are two types of capturing the innovation, whether through acquiring startups or collaborating with them or with universities, etc., or also developing technologies internally. So as we know, and that's why I wanted to share this example from new digital players coming from the external world, but also there are increasing research today that is giving more perspective and insights regarding how can a company further push its innovation capabilities internally through ambidextry. So ambidextry is the capacity to at the same time exploit and explore. So exploit your current business, but also explore new innovative businesses. And it is very, very difficult for big and incumbent companies to do that. But there are some rules that can help them succeed, especially to incubate and to protect the incubation. And there are several models, and I think it's very important to increase awareness about how to do this. And from the start to see how to scale those innovations, where to put your money in regards to an increasing number of use cases, innovative use cases that can be incubated within the company. I share with you very quickly a book that I am reading now. It's the Corporate Explorer from Professor Michael Tushman from Harvard Business School and other writers. And that stress out how corporations can beat the startups at the innovation game. So this is an important research because most of the time we see how new startups disrupt current industries, but I think this is also important for current companies to see how they can stay in the race and continue to compete and innovate. So now I would like to go to a very to a use case to share with you more ground or more field sense to how, for instance, an industrial company and, for instance, a mining company that can work in a very established sector, very traditional, that is related to agribusiness, can completely to transform its offering to enhance its capability by using AI as a driver for its innovation and transformation. First of all, from the managerial perspective, we can increase and enhance the employee experience. And we know that when we have happy employees, we increase their innovation capabilities. So innovation, of course, is everywhere. And AI can help through AI-powered talent acquisition, following the HR sentiment analysis for talent management. And when we have a very big company of tens and thousands of people or hundreds of thousands of people, we can have that field feedback also to better customize the trainings for the employees. And this is very also critical to increase the innovation capabilities of any company by enhancing their trainings and customizing them, or knowledge management chatbots. Of course, across whether the production value chain or the distribution value chain, there are a lot of use cases that can be used to increase further the integration of AI. For instance, on the processing side, and this is very relevant for any industrial sector, we can put in place use cases and scale them regarding prediction and optimization of production, energy efficiency, predictive maintenance, and also detecting safety anomalies detection. So this is very important, furthermore, to reduce costs, to increase productivity, but also to increase safety. And this is very, very important to be a responsible company. Within OCP Solutions, for instance, we've been working on many of those use cases with our clients. On the distribution side, of course, there are a lot of optimizations, whether regarding the distribution, optimizing the distribution, freight optimization, pricing optimization, gaining insights and sentiment analysis regarding your market, your consumers. And the fact that having more insights regarding the consumers will help the company better customize and innovate its products from the marketing perspective. And for instance, regarding the optimization of freight, the optimization of supply chain, this can also be very important in regards to reducing the carbon footprint of the company. So we see that we are in something that is systemic and creating a positive cycle. I wanted also to take this use case because most of the time we talk about tech-driven sectors that are very interesting, but we most of the time forget about a very important sector, which is agriculture, and where shared value is very limited for the farmer. And also their access to technology, while it is a very critical topic for food security for the planet. So thanks to digital and AI, we can offer better agronomic services to farmers, drone fertilization, also developing farmer applications. And for instance, farmers, most of them in the world, or let's say specifically in Africa, their level of education is very limited, so their access to the latest research for plant nutrition and the best agronomic practices is limited. So Gen AI capabilities to adapt to local dialects and also through geolocalization can help farmers have access to the best agronomic services and very, very cheap. Even in places that are not easily accessible. And also by developing digital integrated platforms. For instance, we can offer one-stop shop for inputs for the farmers, but also offer new services such as insurance, etc. That, for instance, farmers in less developed countries have less access to, then are less protected, bear most of the risk for their agricultural cycles, and so we have less inclusivity. So we can see that digital and AI can further increase their inclusivity and their access to the best technologies, improve their yields. And there is also an important point that is related to the fact that farmers are the people that are getting the less value from the products they produce, while they bear most of the risk and most of the effort. So today, as we know, there is a lot of speculation along the distribution value chain of the grains. However, the farmers get a very small portion of it. So creating a direct connection between the end markets that can consume and buy grains and the farmers directly, and optimizing the routes will bring back more added value and shared value, monetary value to the farmers, which there, for instance, for African countries, can enhance the development of simply the life of those people, or also the economy of those the African countries, as they have a high most of them, more than 50% of their population that live from agriculture in very small acres. So in regards to this, rather from people, social perspective, company perspective, we see that being able to integrate different AI technologies that we can that we can see that are very large, ranging from cloud computing, industrial IoT, augmented reality, big data, simulation, optimization, etc., can transform any company on three perspectives. The first one is, of course, the digitalization and the integration of value chains. Sorry, this is moving too fast. Also offering and customizing the products and the services, but also changing the business model and the customer access mode. So rather than having traditional value chains, we can accelerate in a way or the other the access to information to the farmer or to any type of customer. And this brings us to a framework that I would like to share with you, especially to stress out this message. Today, in terms of implementing AI, 30% of the effort is technology driven. So the big picture, or integrating AI at its full potential, needs also tackling the strategy perspective, reviewing your strategy from the AI perspective, the mindset of the people to accept and to engage in new tools, and to understand that AI is not here to replace them, but to augment their capabilities. It means also investing in the competencies and also being able to update your knowledge. Otherwise, each person's or organization knowledge will not stay relevant. Also from the organizational perspective, by increasing the collaboration, changing the a function, how does a function operate? So this is very critical. There will be a lot more to come, and more disruptions to come, as we hear that 50% of the jobs might disappear at a certain for the next 5 or 10 years. So thanks to automation, there is a need of change in regards to competencies and the organization. Of course, leveraging data to gain insights, but also changing the relationship with the ecosystems, having the companies that are more open, more responsible, and having more inclusive relationship where they're with their and more engagement with their direct ecosystem. And it is very important to engage in integrating an AI that is trustworthy and with less biases, because by reducing the biases and by having secure AI, we gain the trust of the employees, of the customers, of the security within the company, and we can also reduce the biases. So there is a lot of it needs almost a conference dedicated to this topic regarding how important and how deep it is. I would like to zoom out and to share with you a global perspective. So now we've seen a sectorial perspective, and here we can zoom out and see, for instance, for Morocco, and in the race of adopting AI, where do different companies stand. So of course, there are some AI pioneers, and they are pioneers because they invest very heavily in AI, and mostly the US and China, who are the biggest investors in terms of developing AI. And there are some economies that are steady and rising contenders. However, we see that Morocco needs to further to further adopt AI and increase its readiness to adopt AI. So we know that Africa is lagging in terms of AI adoption, or mainly in terms of AI investment. So we can not be among the top economies to invest in developing AI, but there are always capabilities to adopt the AI capabilities that has been developed by other countries. In regards to Morocco, so we see that there is a rising progress in terms of AI development, and to further increase this leadership, Morocco needs to further invest in terms of talent development for digital and AI, also accelerate R&D. We need our Moroccan industry and companies to further invest in terms of R&D and increase their budgets for innovation, AI, and digital, and also being able to integrate those innovation capabilities that are already present in the markets for the startups and the universities. There are a lot of capabilities, but some industries lack this capacity to integrate those existing capacities. So just as a quick overview, today Morocco can leverage AI in several sectors, ranging from agriculture, energy, healthcare, logistics, in different ways. For instance, for energy, through smart grid management, for healthcare, through developing telemedicine, and which we started to do and which we can enhance furthermore, and healthcare data analysis for to predict some health conditions, improve our logistical infrastructures through AI and predictive maintenance. Of course, Morocco has a big water stress, so improving our use of water through AI systems, predictive analytics for crop yields, pest control, and also through satellite imagery. And this sectorial change needs to be also, there is also a need further from the industries and the sectors to also tackle some other parts of the society, to build capabilities, whether in regards to building the digital infrastructures, to data centers, but also to encourage universities to leverage AI in boosting their own research in several sectors. So for instance, in some universities or some R&D oriented startups, for instance, the fact that having dedicated LLMs that can read any publication, can enhance the capacities of the researcher to discover new solutions. So the research capabilities are really enhanced. Also regarding the talent development of our young population in Morocco, and also boosting the tech companies, and also the increasing the entrepreneurship and the startup capabilities, and attracting more international investors and financial capabilities to further push AI-based entrepreneurial ventures. So there is an important event that is coming up for the next 5 years. It almost feels like tomorrow in regards to everything that needs to be done. I see this opportunity to showcase that this World Cup can be an acceleration to developing several sectors. So of course we'll need to enhance our capabilities for tourism, hospitality, logistics, retail and consumer goods, entertainment, the media broadcasting, consumer real estate, energy and utilities, agriculture and food supply chain, healthcare, and technology and innovation. So this can be a driver for further economic developments, and this is a great opportunity to do this development through an enhanced AI experience, whether in terms of preparing the World Cup, so in terms of the transportation and logistics capabilities, and the capabilities that we'll be building for energy and tourism and hospitality, that and the stadiums that we can build for. Oh, I think there is a little issue with there is a missing slide. Sorry, but that can just give a few examples. So I'll be sharing back my screen, just a few seconds. Thank you.
Yes, please take your time.
Yes, thank you so much. So just wanted to share some few use cases to inspire and to showcase how AI can completely transform our experience in preparing the World Cup through, for instance, predictive maintenance by putting in place IoT sensors that will help monitor the stadiums and facilities. And we know how maintenance is a critical topic in terms of maintaining the quality of our infrastructures in Morocco, and also having a sustainable approach to building them by using less pollutant materials, etc. And during the World Cup, whether the experience of I think we expect something like more than 20 million tourists to come during the World Cup and in the future years. So in terms of the security of crowd management with real-time analytics, and the digital ticketing systems, of course, having, for instance, chatbots to identify the closest hospital, also the touristic experience, to discover the different cities, their history, through augmented reality, also in terms of interacting during the travel. So I think there are a huge number of use cases, and we can apply each one of them in those sectors. The message is that in each sector and in each company, at the company level, we need to start and to review our strategy on how we can leverage AI to boost our capacities, how we can leverage this great event coming up to increase our growth and to create a sustainable growth. And also, I think what is lacking, it is also to share the innovation capabilities and the AI investment budgets or capabilities along a sector. For instance, today, if we take the insurance sector, the fact that the ACAPs the Moroccan authority that work on regulating the insurance works and have this global vision on digital transformation, brings a big change and supports the transformation of the whole sector. So we need to build that vision of the transformation of a whole sector, which will benefit each company and also increase the growth of a whole country. So we just finished with this slide where we see that, of course, innovation, AI, and if we try to apply this to Morocco, so this covers different sectors. I think this is necessary when we see or we think that this is coming up for the next 5 years. It feels like the race has already started. We really need to engage with accelerated capabilities to create a more inclusive Morocco, also accelerate the development of our industries. We also have the Moroccan inclusive model of development that gives a nice vision. So I think that we are today in a very exciting future, and each talent and each one of us can have the opportunity to increase its own competencies and contribute positively to its own sector or area of influence. Thank you. I will stop here to respect the time.
Thank you so much, Ms. Majda, for this great talk. And maybe I will just ask you to stop sharing your screen.
Yes, sure. So I thought I did so. Maybe let me close the presentation.
You can go back to the backstage.
Okay. Is it okay now? Did we stop?
Okay. Thank you again, Ms. Majda, for this insightful talk. And we have learned a lot of things about the experience and different use cases in OCP Solutions. And also, you have stressed many important things about AI by saying that AI should not be considered just as a tool, but as a lever. And I think you have used the term enabler to transform the organization and change the business model itself. And you have also tackled different subjects, and we know that OCP addressed the priorities of Morocco, and also you have talked about the World Cup, and you see it as a real accelerator, and this is a great opportunity for us to adopt this AI. So we received a lot of questions here, and maybe I'm gonna start with the question about the change management. We know that with AI, things are going very fast. And how do you deal within your organization to manage this change? Did you change any strategy in your organization? How do you upskill people and let them adopt AI? So this is the first question.
Thank you very much. So I'll be answering the question from two perspectives, whether internally as a consulting firm within OCP Solutions, but also regarding how we work with our clients. Of course, we work within OCP Solutions. So half of our teams are dedicated to machine learning and AI. And of course, it's very important to continue enhancing their capabilities. So we have a team dedicated to knowledge management that organizes on a very regular basis, every three weeks, what we call brown bag lunch, which is a presentation from a project to another. And where we can, for instance, share some use cases that we developed with our clients, or some internal R&D projects that our teams dedicated time to develop internally. That are not funded projects by the clients, but that we choose to develop knowledge and capabilities on those topics. This is one part. We of course having trained some more advanced team members that train some other members. We have also some PhDs among our team members, or some members that are doing PhDs while working at OCP Solutions. So this is a way to further develop the innovation capabilities, and to further, as we know in AI, there is a lot of things we need to further develop knowledge more in depth. So this is one way of for our team members to do that. We are organized into different poles. So a pole dedicated to consulting, to deliver consulting services to clients, and we have a pole, a department that is dedicated to coding and to implementing AI solutions for the client's needs. And we have, in regards to the talent development of our teams, some of them that choose to move from consulting and go to the delivery teams and spend their 6 months, 1 year, maybe spend them all their career to further develop their skills. So there is a very collaborative sharing style, collaborative tools that are shared between the members. And also we work on a spare time dedicated to developing our modeling canvas to increase our capabilities and sharing the skills with each other. Of course, we invest into the development of the talent of our teams, whether for AI, but also we have some team members doing MBAs, doing dedicated masters, for instance, for several topics. So anytime we have our members that are willing to increase their capacities for a several topic, we have a dedicated budget for and an important budget for training. We also have a department dedicated to exploring, as I said, new technologies. So this can be an important opportunity for our team members to say, I want to explore in a more open way, open style, with no pressure from the clients, my knowledge regarding IoT, regarding, for instance, we have some teams that developed before the presence of ChatGPT, LLMs for their region and chatbots for their region. So we want to, by developing the capacities of our teams, by giving them the freedom and the spaces to whether develop technical capacities or exploration capacities, we see that this is an opportunity for us to develop the company. And of course, the best tool of change is transparency and sharing the vision. So we've been working on enhancing our vision with co-construction. So with the teams, we've had several iterations, and we do that on I'm not saying on a daily basis, but almost. So it's strategizing at the same time as delivering what we do. So the kind of change comes from within, and from the excitement and from that motivation that each member have within the teams. Of course, I finish with this. For change, we have some projects where we have some change management experts working with us to support the change that is coming up on the client side. So we can develop a data platform and have experts in terms of change management working with our teams and with the client to implement this through specific and custom-made methodologies.
That's really great to know, and we didn't know all these efforts are being made. And in fact, I have so many questions related digital transformation and AI, because I think that we witnessed the same challenges with digital transformation, like the governance, the management, the culture, and many other things. But as the things going very fast, how can you compare, for example, the era of digital transformations with this new era of AI? Have you noticed anything different in the way you manage your organization?
What I will say is that before, when we were talking only about digital transformation, it felt like this is information system team work as as a salesperson or as a production person. I'm not very concerned. When we talk to, for instance, people from the industrial team, they tell us with all this awareness around AI and with discussing with their own kids, they are even, for instance, blue collars, they gain more traction, interest, curiosity regarding everything that is going to changing today. So the change is coming even from the kids of our clients or of their employees. And therefore, there is more openness. There is some so sometimes there was some fear regarding digital transformation, but I think with a good communication, with also like having HR teams that are very close to the teams, reassuring that they will not lose their jobs, that there are trainings, and also with communication regarding the impact and the importance, it gains more popularity, more traction. I want to stress out something. Many companies were not successful in fully gaining digital transformation. Today, thanks to AI, it's an opportunity to reduce this lag, to reduce this gap. So, but it needs to be tackled seriously and to have a roadmap. And furthermore, before we used to say that digital transformation for the most successful companies, they put it as part of their strategic committee discussions. It's not only the matter of the CEO. It need for the CTO, Chief Technology Officer. It needs to be sponsored, very highly sponsored by the CEO and the management committee and the responsibles of each department. Today, AI not only needs to be doing this all over, but the company and the strategic committee needs to review its own strategy by seeing, okay, what are the disruptions that are coming from AI to my current business? How can I leverage AI to change my relationship with my customers, enhance my production capabilities, but also to expand my capabilities worldwide or to discover new adjacent businesses. So I think there is a change of framework, a change of the way we see the world. And this capability comes from reading, learning. So we can't catch up with all the changes and the innovation that is coming up. But I think today, thanks to ChatGPT and to the access to all the information, it comes by asking ourselves the right questions. So the information is accessible everywhere, but we need to start by having that growth mindset and asking the questions. Then we can find the answers.
Wow, what a great analysis! I really liked the approach you shared with us, and really it's at the level of organization and the management. And as you have said at the beginning, technology is just a tool. So let me just take some questions from the audience. So here, for example, there is a question: how Morocco can sustain its AI competitiveness in a rapidly changing world?
AI competitiveness.
Especially we need the slides, I think, with strategy and the others.
Yes. I think there is a conference regarding to I think how a country in the Middle East is implementing AI. Today in Morocco, we have two documents, very interesting documents that I invite you to discover, which is Roadmap Morocco 2030 for AI, and also a document related to that has been produced by CESE. So the Commission for Economic and Social Development, and which works with civil society regarding how AI can be leveraged. So we need to start by discovering how can AI be implemented in our sector or in our company or in our field. there is also a need to prioritize the use cases, because when we see the use cases or what we shared earlier, for instance, for an industrial company, this is just a quick highlight, but there is a tremendous number of use cases. And I think we need to see from two axes. One axis related to how strategic this use case is for the company, and also the feasibility and the impacts, with the feasibility, the cost and the impact. By ranking those initiatives, we can say that, okay, those initiatives are the most important. Those are my must-win battles, and this is where I need to invest in priority. It is very important to start small, to invest, whether internally within your teams. And today, when we ask ourselves any question, we will find a startup somewhere in the world that started to develop that solution. So increasing our scanning capacities in regards to what other people are doing, to see how we can learn quickly from them, or how we can also innovate something more adapted to do that, to do the proof of concept. But while doing the proof of concept, keeping in mind how to scale. So having also methodology, we talk a lot about scale, but very few people, very few companies master how to scale. So in each contest, we need to keep this in mind to create impact.
Okay, thank you so much. I have many other questions regarding OCP, but I think that in order to not overlap with our next session, we have a habit here in MoroccoAI to ask our keynote speaker to give a last word in French, un petit mot de fin pour la communauté MoroccoAI. Madame Majda.
En français ou en anglais?
Oui, en français.
En français, ok. Alors, merci beaucoup d'avoir créé cette plateforme, vraiment. Je sais que durant cette semaine et la semaine prochaine, il y a déjà 3 autres événements sur l'intelligence artificielle qui sont en train de se dérouler au Maroc, organisés aussi par différents organismes. Donc, pour moi, c'est un message d'espoir, parce que ça veut dire que nous sommes en train d'augmenter notre niveau de conscience et de connaissance sur le sujet. Maintenant, on peut assister à des conférences, on peut y participer, on peut se documenter, mais le plus important, c'est d'agir. Donc, s'inspirer et agir. Donc, j'ai envie de dire, explorons et regardons comment agir. Je donnerai un exemple qui m'a marqué. Mais pendant un team building avec nos équipes, il y a une personne qui a parlé de, c'est-à-dire à quel point c'est important de faire le don de sang. Et donc, je me suis dit, mais en fait, on ne s'est jamais posé la question au sein de notre entreprise, comment on peut aider ce secteur. Et ce secteur, peut-être, ne va pas venir nous contacter pour des raisons, peut-être pour différentes raisons. Et donc, on a quelque part, là où on a des capacités, la responsabilité d'essayer d'apporter ce changement et de créer un impact positif. Donc, merci à MoroccoAI de contribuer à cet impact positif et créer cette plateforme de changement.
Merci à vous, Madame Majda, tout d'abord, d'avoir accepté notre invitation et de nous avoir honorés pour donner cette conférence. Et aussi, on tient à vous remercier aussi pour vos efforts associatifs, bien évidemment, à travers votre association de l'école centralienne. Et au plaisir de vous revoir prochainement dans une prochaine édition en présentiel, Inch'Allah. Merci encore.
Inch'Allah. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Merci,
Bye bye.
au revoir.
Bye
Merci
bye.
à notre
Au revoir.
audience. Merci. Au revoir.
Au revoir.